human body is a microcosm of the macrocosm. The universe, the globally, the whole Milky Way, we can say it is a 5 elements. The whole Prabhanjam, that is the universe, is made up of 5 elements. The human body is also made up of 5 elements. If you see as a whole, the human body, it is made up of so many systems. We can say digestive system, respiratory system, skeletal system, so many systems are there. Every system has different organs. If you take digestive system, it starts with the mouth, and half the digestion starts from here, then it extends to esophagus, food pipe, then it will enter into the stomach, then it enters into the small intestine and large intestine, it will anus. Each part has a different role. It has a partial digestion happens in the mouth, carbohydrate digestions, and food pipe, it passes the semi solids like foods which is chewed properly, then it goes and it will enter to the stomach. There the proteins are getting digested, then it enters to the small intestine, and in between the bile acid will come from the liver, and these all secretions, it makes all the macronutrients more in a smaller form, digestible, absorbable form. Then in small intestine it absorbs. In large intestine it forms the feces and it absorbs the excess water. At the end it will evacuate. Each have a different functions. So based on that function, each organ is made up of so many tissues. The tissues are made up of cells. Each cell is a single unit. Example, if you take a single one drop of blood, actually blood is a tissue. It is a liquid connective tissue. In that there is a in number of cells. More than 7 lakhs of cells are there. RBC, red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles, and platelets. More than 6 to 7 lakhs in 1 ml. So that much, it is very tiny cells. But the cell is made up of 5 elements again. Even that small tiny cells, any fat cell, muscle cell, bone cell, nerve cell, any cell is made up of 5 elements. It's the basic structures will be there. Some proportion may be different. Actually, first we have to understand what is cell. Inside the cell there is a nucleus. In the nucleus, nucleolus, we call it is RNA, DNA. In plant cell you might be seen about the vacuoles and mitochondria. The same thing it should be in the animal cell also. But we have to connect with the nature. Actually inside in the nucleus there is RNA, DNA, it is a magnetic strands. We know earth is a very big magnet. So each and every cell contains the magnet, that is earth element. And outside the nucleus there is a cytoplasm. We know cytoplasm is a liquid. So the water element comes in. And the cell is activated by the energy through the mitochondria. In the mitochondria, adenosine triphosphate, these things. For activating the ATP, we are inhaling. We are actually, the human beings are actually, aerobic metabolism is there. So for aerobic metabolism, we are inhaling. That oxygen is burning the ATP and converting it into energy, carbon dioxide and ADP. So try to understand this whole system which is outside and also inside. It is balanced with the 5 elements. The nucleus is connecting with the earth element, cytoplasm is related with the water, mitochondria is related with the sun energy or fire energy, and air we breathe in, it is related with air element, and air can enter only there is space in it. If there is no space, it can't enter. So lysosomes or vacuoles, this is a space energy. So each and every cell is made up of 5 elements. So the body is made up of 5 elements. The same way it is activated by the 5 element. So only the live energy can come from the liveliness of the 5 elements. Earth is a life, air has a life, water has a life, all sunlight is have a life, and space too. So for activating this physical body, we need the life energy from the 5 elements. That's why we are telling, when you go with the nature, you will be in nature. That is health. Nature is your healthy state. So the prana, it is coming from these 5 elements. Example, I can say, in small example, if you say the fire element, in agriculture, to before sprouting or before planting the seeds, here the traditional practices, we used to put it in the sunlight. For 2 or 3 days, we will put it in the sunlight for sun charging. After 3 days, they will put it in the water for soaking, and after a day, it will get fully soaked. Then they will drain the water, then automatically the sprout comes, then we will plant it. So there is no missing of any seeds. At the same time, instead of putting in the sunlight, if we put it in a fire, it's a wooden fire or gas stove, just 10 minutes if we fry it, and if we put it in soaking, or if
it's gonna be alive anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So it is called the sun energy. There is a natural energy, is a lively sun energy, but when we create, then it become a destructive energy. The same way for earth, nowadays so many pesticides that we are using, so many chemical manures.
It's mineral energy,
yes,
not living energies.
We have to increase the humus. I think you might be know better than me in this agriculture field, that ecology we have to develop. Then only the earth element can be very good, effective. It can nourish the plant with the positive minerals. If we put more chemicals, the earth element will lose its minerals. As a result, we may not get tasty food. The taste is coming from the minerals. Previously, in olden days, we used to have a very good tasty mangoes, very good tasty jackfruit, banana, and all the fruits will be very tasty.
Exactly as you said, vegetal cells are made of the 5 elements.
Yes.
So you need living energies.
Yes.
You cannot. Chemicals, it's nature too, but it's non-living.
Exactly.
So it doesn't fit living organisms.
The organisms can take the minerals. We instead of if we develop the very good environment, it can take it from the minerals. Instead of we give, in any holistically, if we give, it will be good.
Holistically,
yes,
but not with reductionism.
Yes. That's
what. Just give nitrogen to a plant; it's not good for her.
Yes.
It needs nitrogen, but coming from the air or coming from the living organisms that die, or from living sources. So
the life energy can come from the earth, from the water, from the air, and from the sunlight. Only when it can be available, when the space is there. So we have to live in the spacious places. Unluckily, today, nowadays, the people are they are constructing, they are within the 4 walls, they are not more spacious. So there is no chance to the prana to enter inside their human body. So when we connect with the nature, when we are in more spacious way, when our mind is also when happy, there will be a more space. Example, when you are happy, your whole mind and body and the whole world is expanding. But when we are very sad, very tensed, very anxious, stressed, we are contracting ourselves. So the space we are reducing it. So it's a good thing is to develop our space by making ourselves more happy, more adaptive, more compassionate, then automatically.
But this is another dimension that I really find fantastic in your approach, is that there is the life force, the body, the physical body, and the mind.
Yes.
Because in Western medicine, there is the physical body, and the mind is the matter of psychologists. They don't do the link, the connection. And here, everything, once again, in that holistic approach, you take the whole system, and the mind is also included in it.